Outcome Memories, a game that has 7 survivors and only 1 killer. And this 1 killer is 2011X, which he's interesting and not the good kind. This killer has been in a very interesting spot, known for targeting a lot of people, because his whole kit is basically target one player until they're dead. And today in this video, I'm gonna just show and explain why 2011X is just not fun, and he's basically the target killer in this game. But if you enjoy though, then maybe like the video at the end or something. My opinion on Invisibility is that it's really cheap, but it's also very good. It's a very cheap move because if you're far away from a survivor, you're able to get out of the end lag, aka like the spooky animation it plays, if you're just far enough from a survivor. Which is obviously unfair because that's literally an ambush right there without any reaction time. And this usually causes people to get hit. And I can see why people get mad at this invisibility tech because, you know, if the killer ambushes you literally out of nowhere, then you're kinda dead, or you're gonna take at least a few hits. It doesn't help that 2011X also is a targeter, so most of the time they will target you with this ability and just chase you until they eventually get you. It's not even used just for chasing, but it can be used to dodge moves, which there's nothing wrong with that in itself, but it has such a short cooldown that you can dodge like Metal Sonic pretty often, Sonic pretty often, like you can dodge a lot of characters often. So my opinions on this move is that it's a very cheap move for the killer, and most survivors will just struggle against it because it just sucks. Yay, charge. Charge is also such a weird move, but this one isn't cheap, it's just a weird move. So the way this move works is that you charge up for a bit and then you fly, which is cool, and if you don't find someone or touch someone, then you won't actually get them. If you do though, you will like make them go through this minigame and they will slowly lose HP over time. Now see, it sounds nice and all, but like the problem is that if you get stunned, which will happen a lot, you will literally just get knocked out of the charge immediately. And also, you can also get knocked out of charge before you even actually fly, because your character will blink for a few seconds, telling literally everyone that you're about to charge. So if there's someone that's decent at stunning, boom, you lost your charge, now you wait for like 20 seconds. Charge is a weird ability because the threshold for it to kill someone is like 10, but some characters can survive at 0 HP, and it's really annoying, because why? Not only that, it's a really easy move to counter. There's even characters that can just straight up counter it like completely. My opinion on this ability is that if you're going to use this ability, basically, you're only going to use it to kill someone off instead of actually drain their HP, because it's super easy to counter. Either you did not get grabbed or you did get grabbed. It's really easy to counter. And even if you do grab someone, 9 out of 10 times you're just going to get hit by some other stunner, and then basically it's useless. Let's just move on to a different ability. God's Trickery is really a trick because this move is just inconsistent and random. If this move decides to come after you for any reason and you mess up, you'll be blinded or basically see a bunch of colors for no reason. Why? Because why not? And this move is kind of annoying because if you are a new player to the game, or heck, even if you just slip up, you're blinded. Not really like visibly, it's just the colors on the screen are all annoying, and it's just why? And it basically looks like you're like an aimless duck, just walking around. To be honest, this move is just inconsistent. Either you're playing a survivor and you're getting targeted by the thing 24/7, or you're playing the killer and you're not going after who you want. It's a move called God's Trickery, and you know 20x11 is meant to be some sort of god, but yet he can't control himself from teleporting to the wrong person. Like, you can't pick who you want, so it's weird because I say he's a target killer, but yet you can't even choose who you want. But sometimes it'll just target one person over and over, so it really depends on how it feels that day.
Ready or not, here I come! Ready or not, here I come!
Rage is a very, very interesting ability. Now, in case you haven't noticed, whenever you're a killer, there's a rage meter on the left side of your screen. Basically, if you get stunned enough, or get stunned by a certain amount of people over and over, your character will get mad, and you can use it. And when you use it, it will do three things, three big things. First of all, you do more damage and you move faster, which is, first of all, it makes you way more threatening than usual. And RIP to every Metal Sonic player out there, because most of the time you're gonna get targeted. But not only that, it stops the clock, which I'll get onto that in a few seconds. And the last thing it does, it makes every stun shorter. Now let's talk about the clock thing. Whenever Rage is activated, it lasts for about like a minute and 30, which, first of all, that's a decently long time. Not only that, it will stop the main clock at the top. And that clock is the one that helps you lead the game, or lead the round, and survive. You can't do that if they go Rage. Now, it depends on the killer, but whenever the killer uses it, it either could be the biggest time waster of your life, or the biggest, scariest moment in this game. And it sucks because some people don't know how to play this game, and some people play the game way too much, and it gets annoying. This is basically known as like 28x11 like clutch move, where like if someone uses this, there's a high chance that they could just straight win and wipe out the lobby. The only time this will go away is whenever it's last man standing and you lose your entire like rage move. Yeah, basically rage is just a crutch. That's what it is. It's just a crutch move, which is mostly a bad thing. It's just a crutch for him, man. Am I saying 2011X is the worst killer like in gaming history? No, he controls just fine. He's very easy to pick up. It's possible to win. It's not impossible to win. It's possible to win. You can win without rage. The reason why people say he's a targeter and he's a killer that targets people one by one is because that's his whole kit basically. Like he had like most of his moves can literally just go down to just target one person one by one, and that's how you basically win at 1x. It doesn't help that you have like someone like Cream who can just heal the entire team, which makes his targeting even more amplified and worse. So basically I'm trying to say that he's not the worst killer ever. I hope this rework in the version 0.2 makes him just more not target, if that makes sense. And maybe fix some things about him, Basically all they need to fix really is just straight up like God's Trickery, or Invisibility, because that's probably the biggest one here, Invisibility, because there's a whole tech about Invisibility just because of how it works. But if they fix that in 0.2, when the big update comes out, then he'll be alright. But right now, he's serviceable. And that's all I had to say about 2011X. So if you have any opinions, then drop them in the comments or something. If you never played this game before, then I guess you have a more insight of what people think about this killer. But other than that though, I am out. Maybe you liked the video, and I hope everyone has a good day. And waiting for that big 0.2 update to drop soon.